Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 28th of March, 2025. We'll be using Mystical Peaks Tarot for our message today. We have the Sun in Aries. The Moon is currently in Pisces. It will shift into Aries around 4:30 this afternoon, at least in this time zone. We have Venus and Mercury still retrograde. Venus has moved into I think it's Pisces in its retrograde. Let me check the book. Oh, also, since I have the book out. Yeah, Moon enters Aries, 4:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we have tomorrow the partial solar eclipse at 6:47 a.m. and a new moon at 6:58 a.m. in Aries. And okay. Anyway, I think Venus changed signs. Mercury's about to change signs in its retrograde as well. There's a snapshot of the cosmos. Let's see what's going on with the tarot cards. Energy atmosphere. What are we tuning into, interacting with? What's on offer to us today? We have the King of Swords. What a great start. This has been like one of the new norms lately. We see more kings in first position than we ever have. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, they have the reputation for being kind of bitter and cold. Not so, as I remind you all so often. They are decisive. They are discerning. And they make the kind of decisions that benefit the whole, not the one. So I think that's why they get the reputation, because sometimes the decisions being made in the King of Swords and or Queen of Swords style of energy can at first blush seem harsh. However, there's usually a great big payoff. And this tells me that we may be confronted with a choice or a decision that we need to weigh out on our journey of manifestation. And it could be a tough choice in the now. So as I've said previously, sometimes you got to say no in the moment for a much better yes later. That's what I feel here. And then we have the Nine of Wands, likely something we've long been in a journey with. So Nine of Wands is all about having endurance, going the distance, seeing everything through to its fulfillment. Then we have center of the reading, two cards. First is Knight of Pentacles paired with Four of Wands. Exactly. Sometimes the journey takes a while. The Knight of Pentacles is our slowest moving, most patient, most detail-oriented knight. Everything matters to the Knight of Pentacles, and everything matters when it comes to your Four of Wands. This is the happiest card in the minor arcana of tarot. So this is a big deal card. It's a super happy, extremely fulfilled foundation in our life, and it's worth our investment. So you want to keep your focus on your investment. And not some flash in the pan sort of, that's what I'm feeling here, like a temporary temptation that could potentially derail something much better. And this is leaning into the energy of retrograde. So let's talk about that for a moment. Retrogrades are about recollection, anything with an RE in front of it. Reconciliation, recollection, recall, redo, review, right? That's what retrogrades are about. And they give us an opportunity to learn from prior experience. So you want to run some of your prior experience through the retrograde filter and then make a decision, King of Swords, based on the big picture, your whole horizon that you are walking toward and creating your dream from. Then we have Two of Wands. What an excellent card. Because this is a doorway. This is a threshold for us to walk through for a whole new world of opportunity. And some consideration, reconsideration must go into that. Is this a worthy threshold to cross? Yeah, then Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So I'm going to say yes to that, because aces take the negativity out of anything in front of us, around us, nearby, whatever it might be. The Ace of Cups is love, bliss, joy, and happiness on overflow. And I sense that there's a choice or a decision to be made here through the King of Swords energy, with discernment, decisiveness, and potentially a no. A no that we would rather say yes to. However, it doesn't fit into the big picture. So there's a greater payoff for that. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How's the universe helping us out behind the scenes? Well, there he is. Hello, Emperor. Yes, make your choices and your decisions. Take your actions like an emperor, like an empress. The emperor and the empress are the mother and father of tarot. They are exceptionally experienced. They have a wealth of knowledge. That's why he's got the nickname of the know-it-all, but not in a cocky way. He's got wisdom. He's done this journey time and time and time again. Let's learn from the journey. Let's learn from everything that we've invested thus far. Then we have the Ten of Wands. This is a card, all tens in tarot are about fulfillment. And particularly in this 10, we have, it's called the burden. That's its nickname. And we certainly look burdened, but what we have here is resource. We have all the resource we require that we've collected and cultivated to build on our dream. So he's got all the raw material here. What's he going to do with it? Now we have the World. How are you going to invest all your resource? I feel like an infomercial right now with a get-rich-quick scheme. Don't take all of your investment and put it into this one thing and have a less than favorable outcome. You want to look to the horizon, the big picture. And here we have the World. Beautiful, because this is reward of all of our prior investment. So it's the last card of the the major arcana as well. So a new cycle begins. And this is what we may be sensing for ourselves within our journey, right? We may feel that we have all the resource required. We're ready to take action. We're enthusiastic, like this Four of Wands, right? We've looked at so many of the details. We've crossed so many thresholds. We have love, bliss, joy, happiness on overflow. We have discernment, decisiveness, and we have endurance and fortitude. All amazing qualities. We also have a really powerful retrograde going on in between two eclipses, and the second happening tomorrow. So there could be the temptation in our enthusiasm to take the leap of faith without looking. Now, we've been encouraged to take a leap of faith. We want to do it like an emperor. We want to do it like a King of Swords would. And we want to take a look at the landscape just like the Knight of Pentacles would, because what hangs in the balance for all of this is everything that we've invested. And now we have on the bottom of the deck, the Devil. And this is the temptation I was talking about. This is the ego whispering in our ear saying, go for it. Go for it. You're closer than you've ever been. You could expedite this whole situation. The question is, at what cost? And look at these two on the card. They're looking at their phones. They're not necessarily looking at the other influences around them. So be present in your heart-mind coherence, soulful awareness when you feel the whisper of your ego show up. And then we have, well, there it is. Hello, Scorpio. There's the Death card. Transformation. So, Three of Cups on the other side of that. Celebration. Transformation. This is an ending in the beginning, a beginning in the ending. And the feeling here is don't be tempted by your ego or talked into any situation that is going to potentially derail all of the investment that's gone into your journey of manifestation. And my guides are saying it is truly a journey, not a sprint. But I think it goes, that saying really goes, that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. Keep that in mind as you navigate whatever shows up in your energy atmosphere today that creates the kind of enthusiasm that you definitely want to feel and celebrate in your Four of Wands. Just look at the big picture at the same time. Because angel answers, you are so ready to see your dream, your vision come to life on your foundation. Allow it to happen in universal timing. And look at that. There's the soft no. How often do we see that card? You've all been on this channel for a long time now, and you know that we don't see the no card often. So a nod back again to that King of Swords. It's okay to say no. And listen to your intuition while simultaneously communicating clearly. And taking action. I feel like there's probably one or two more here. Yep. Huh. Big happy changes throwing itself out of the deck. That's a great sign. It's a jumper. So this tells me there's an element to everything that is evolving within the energy atmosphere in the now that engages our happiness, which makes our big changes take place or get underway. And it's so important for us to stay in clear communication, to stay in beautiful, connected awareness with our intuitive blessings and gifts. Sweet. All right. Angels and ancestors, how is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? We have autumn. Release the old and rest. Yeah, you know, the Nine of Wands there in the main part of the reading has me thinking that some of us are still working with some energies that have been with us for a long time, which could be attitudes, it could be behaviors, it could be the conditioning of ego speak, right? And we need to release that. We may be feeling a little bit weary of it showing up. Just remember that each time something shows up on repeat, it's yet another opportunity for self-mastery. That's the main theme that I'm getting out of this whole reading. Stick to your self-mastery. Certainly kick up your heels, laugh, have fun, celebrate your enthusiasm. Just don't make any stupid decisions while you're doing that. If I were to bluntly summarize the reading, there it is. Okay, final word from the tea leaf cards. I asked, what are the retrogrades teaching us right now? What quirky and unexpected energies could be showing up in the energy atmosphere for us today? And our first card is Tiger. Doing something risky. Taking a chance. What were we just talking about? Next one is Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Move closer to rather than further from, with some temporary invitation to something that may or may not pay a good reward for you, for your investment. March, we're seeing this one again, almost the very end of the month. So something's happening in the next few days. Seriously, folks, look at this one. Apple, temptation will test you. Holy cow, I'm breaking out in goosebumps. Woo, there it is. And then Peacock. Beware of great pride. Well, that turned out to be a little bit of a summary of the reading as well. Amazing, right? Have the best weekend ever. Enjoy the heck out of your partial solar eclipse in Aries tomorrow and the new moon in Aries coming our way. And we'll be back here on the channel on Monday. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.